Here tonight, Sign Zone just 5 minutes away, celebrating a retro Christmas 70s style with Giles and Sue living the good life. The Late Night Weatherview, first on BBC One and BBC One HD. It's hello to Matt Taylor.
Hello there. Subtle changes in the weather patterns across the UK from last week are actually bringing some quite big changes in what we're experiencing across the UK as a whole. This area of high pressure was over us last week, bringing us some sunshine, but now it's off into the Atlantic, and in doing so it's dragging in a lot of cloud off the North Atlantic and pushing that towards us on a strengthening northwest wind. And that breeze will strengthen through today, so it will be quite breezy at times, and with it we'll start to see more moisture, particularly across the west with outbreaks of rain. And even through the rest of the night there'll be some damp weather around, patchy light rain, a drizzle, all linked into a weak weather front draped across the UK. Some will stay dry, most of us staying well above freezing, but there will be one or two breaks across eastern Scotland, northeast England later in the night, which just about could give rise to some icy patches. But it's across the eastern areas throughout the day where we're likely to see the driest and brightest weather. Still one or two showers here and there, but in the northwest flow, if anything, things will get damper across western areas as we go through the day. By no means a completely soaking day across the southwest. The rain will come and go, particularly during the afternoon, most of it light and patchy, with a bit of shelter to eastern Wales, staying predominantly dry here, but western Wales, I think you'll see rain on and off throughout, particularly on the hills and around the coast. A damp day in Northern Ireland too, with that northwest wind strengthening. Temperatures though still up to around 8, maybe even 9 degrees in one or two spots, which is a nudge higher than it should be this time of year. Not as wet in northern Scotland compared with today, but there'll still be some wet weather around. Central eastern Scotland, Perth, Kinross through towards Fife, may see some sunshine. Northwest England and the West Midlands, generally cloudy and damp through the afternoon. But as I've already mentioned, it's down these eastern parts where not only we could see one or two cloud breaks, but whilst there will be a few showers, many should stay fine. Now, as we go through Tuesday night into Wednesday, the emphasis shifts to wetter weather across the south and the east of the country. We'll keep temperatures up in many areas, although frost and some ice will develop across Scotland and Northern Ireland. And the reason the emphasis is switching to the south and the east is because through the night we'll see an area of low pressure develop in the North Sea, pushing its way down into northern France. It introduces a colder flow of air to the country, so things set to get colder through the rest of the week as easterly winds develop, but at the same time it does turn dry. We still start with a little bit of damp weather on Wednesday, particularly across England, southern and eastern parts especially. As the cold air digs in, we could see some sleet or snow for a time on the Pennines and Peak District, nothing too significant. Temperatures dropping away, brightest conditions in the west. Now, through Thursday and Friday, high rebuilds across the northern half of the country, so winds will be light here, still plenty of cloud, but the problem is with the light winds where you see the breaks, you'll see frost by night and maybe some lingering fog patches by day. Winds also starting to fall lighter across many central areas, but again, a lot of cloud around, and that cloud could just be thick enough on Thursday in particular for one or two light showers, cold enough for those to be wintry, but certainly cold in the wind across southernmost parts, even though many will be dry on Thursday. The winds slowly easing as we go into Friday. So we're slowly transitioning into a colder spell of weather for many of us. More details for the next 5 days available online. Good night.
You can tell me honestly, Doctor. How can I save water in the home?
What are you talking about?
Ask the right people about saving energy. Visit energysavingtrust.org.uk or call 0800 512 012.
What grit, what determination, what people will do for a £10,000 prize. Who's next?
All new Total Wipeout, Saturday at 6:10 on BBC One and catch up on BBC iPlayer.
Back in time 3,000 years to the dawn of a new civilization following the catastrophic collapse of the Bronze Age and its impact on ancient worlds in an hour. First on BBC One and BBC One HD, a retro Christmas with all the trimmings. Homemade, of course, with Giles and Sue.